discussed his ability to testify or not
I have,
testify
Judge.
in that context?
And that's another objection that we would have, Judge, because obviously his ability to testify and to defend his case from the jail, he doesn't feel like it's a choice or an option that he has. He's happy to be here in court if the CDC guidelines are followed, in his opinion, but if the CDC guidelines are not followed, he feels compelled to follow his own health and his own best interest. And so he is going to go to the jail and observe his trial there. He understands that his ability to testify, and I believe his ability to testify will certainly be encumbered if he chooses to testify. But at this point, I think he's going to take his own health over anything else.
All right. Well, the trial is going forward. We've been through that significantly.
Okay.
We, just for the record, we did recess Tuesday afternoon for the rest of the day Tuesday and all day yesterday. We are back here. It is Thursday, and we are ready to go forward. We had a company come in and sanitize the courtroom. We have a machine, an air circulation filtration system going in the courtroom. I provided masks for all of anybody who wants them, spectators, anybody, jurors, lawyers. And you can have 2 masks. You want a double mask, you can double mask. I am going to continue to wear a mask during the trial. And I think, frankly, folks are safer now than they were on Monday because now I'm wearing a mask.
He's not asking for a face shield.
I understand.
He's indicating that the court is still positive for COVID, and because of that, he does not want to be in the courtroom. He's elected to take advantage of his own health. He's entitled to do that.
Sure.
That's...
All right, just make sure the record is clear that I am not instructing that he leave the courtroom. My preference is for him to stay and participate in his defense with his attorney. However, if he does not want to be here, we will make arrangements for him to observe the proceedings from the jail courtroom.
But he does want to be here, Judge. He just
Well,
doesn't want to be here.
it's his choice. So I want him here. Everybody else is here. Everybody else is fine. Jurors are here ready to go. Attorneys are here ready to go. The only person that has a problem is Mr. Bishop. That is his right, and I'm not infringing upon that. If he is uncomfortable being in this courtroom, I will consider it a voluntary absence, and we will bring him back to the jail, where he will put on his orange jumpsuit, and he will observe the trial from the jail courtroom.
He is aware of that, Judge, and if he would just go ahead and go through his right to testify or not.
Yep. All right. Mr. Bishop, Mr. Bishop, do you understand? I need to know you understand these things. Mr. Bishop.
Judge.
Yeah.
Mr. Bishop would like to inquire if the court would state on the record whether you're still positive for COVID or not.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know. I was positive on Monday night. I feel a million times better today than I did on Monday night.
He just wants the record to reflect that you're here in court. You could be potentially still positive for COVID. And his options are to be positive, be in the courtroom with someone who's positive for COVID or not.
All right, we've gone through, yeah, I understand. You've made your record, Mr. Bishop, you've made your point. It's interesting to me for all sorts of reasons that that's your concern. We've made arrangements for you to go back to the jail and observe the proceedings in the jail courtroom. Do you understand that if you do that, you're not going to be able to talk to your attorney necessarily throughout the trial? It's going to be a lot more difficult for you to communicate with your attorney. Do you understand that?
I do not understand.
Okay, well, your attorney can explain it to you.
But he wants to make sure the record is clear that his ability to be here in court, he doesn't feel like he's had any other option but to take his own health at issue. Is not something that he's just elected to do. He's indicating that he's not going to be here in a courtroom where someone is tested positive for COVID. He's not going to. And so he understands that going to the jail is his option. That's what he's done to elect. He has indicated that he does not want the trial to start until he's at the jail and on the camera and able to see what's going on in his own trial.
Okay, well, again, as I mentioned, he's the only person who has an issue with this. So the trial is going forward with him here or with him in the courtroom jail. So once you exercise this option that I am giving you, and this is Make no mistake, this is your choice. This is your choice. Okay? If you exercise your option to do this, that's on you, and you're not gonna be able to undo it. You're not gonna be able to come back for parts of it.
And Judge, again, he's indicating it's not a matter of his choice. He doesn't feel like he has an option, so it's not a choose A or B. It's a,
Well-
I'm not going to remain in the courtroom because there's someone here that's positive with COVID. So
I think there was some confusion earlier about the current CDC guidelines. We all know they're in the process of changing, but I have it pulled up, cdc.gov, isolation protocols. If you test positive for COVID-19, stay home for at least 5 days, but then it counts day 0
Right.
is the onset of symptom, or is the day of symptom onset regardless of when you test positive. So it also says you are most likely to be infectious during these first 5 days. We are in 2024, the end of February, beginning of March tomorrow.
It's been
We are
4
nearly
years.
4 years removed from the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. As a legal system, we need to learn to live with this. The state is asking the court to go forward, and that's what we have to do.
And Judge, if I can have a chance to respond to that. I get that we're 4 years ahead, but right over here in this box where the jurors are sitting, we still have plexiglass up that the jurors can't be beside each other. We had only 4 years ago a few million people across this world and country that died as a result of COVID-19. There are people, the hospital systems were overwhelmed. My client, he gets one life, and he's elected not to be in the courtroom with someone. His position is that we don't even know if you're positive or negative at this point. You haven't taken another test. And so ultimately, Judge, his position is that he understands the prejudice that will exist, but it's not a prejudice that he feels that he has created by being placed in the jail court. He's going to go back to the jail court. Whether he chooses to testify at that point or not will be a decision that he will make. Because at this point, I don't know that he's made a ultimate decision, but he's elected to go to the jail court, and he will dress out in his orange garb, and he will pop up on the screen and watch it just like everybody else. So we're ready to get going.
All right, let's do it.